What if this was it? Emptiness, blackness, absence, no sound, no visual, nothing to guide us. What if this was everything we knew about the universe? In a way, it is. Plato's allegory of the cave is a famous story from his groundbreaking work, The Republic. The allegory is used to explain the nature of reality and knowledge and the process of enlightenment. The story goes that there are a group of people who have lived their entire lives in a cave, chained to the ground so they can only look straight ahead at the cave wall in front of them. Behind them is a fire, and between the fire and the prisoners is a raised walkway where whatever happens in the world casts shadows on the cave wall. The prisoners have never seen anything else in their lives and believe that the shadows on the cave wall are their only reality. They are content in their belief and even argue among themselves about the meaning of the shadows. One day, one of the prisoners is freed and is able to leave the cave, initially blinded by the bright sunlight outside, but eventually able to see the true form of things. He sees the sun, trees, and animals. He realizes that the shadows on the cave wall were not reality at all, but only a poor reflection of it. He wants to go back to the cave and tell the others what he has seen, but when he does, they are so skeptical and don't believe him at all. They don't even desire to leave their prison, for they know no better life. The allegory of the cave is often interpreted as a metaphor for the journey from ignorance to knowledge, and from the world of appearances to the world of reality. It can also be interpreted as a commentary on how people are often content with their own limited understanding of the world and are resistant to new ideas and ways of thinking. Plato suggests that the reality we see around us is not true, but only a reflection of the true reality, and that true knowledge and wisdom can only be found by looking beyond the world of appearances and towards a higher truth. In a lot of ways, we're in the cave still. It's mind-boggling how much there is to learn and understand in this world, and how it's ever expanding with new technology and innovations in culture and society. 1,000 years ago, a computer would have been seen as the wizardry of the gods. 1,000 years from now, it'll probably look like Stone Age tools to our future descendants. We've learned so much since our species has evolved, but there's still so much unanswered there. The universe itself has 2 trillion galaxies, each with about 100 billion stars. That's incomprehensible. Even looking at our planet, of which 3/4 is covered in water, it's estimated that less than 5% of the ocean floor has been mapped in detail, and less than 20% of the ocean has been explored in any way. This is our own planet, and we could go on into evolution, dark matter, quantum theory, consciousness, aging, and much, much more. Because while as a species we have collected an incomprehensible amount of information, the humbling and perhaps intimidating understanding is that all of this is less than a drop in the ocean of what there is. We'll never learn everything. It's infinite, but that means there's so much potential out there to find something you truly love, to study, and make new discoveries and findings for all of humanity. And the good thing is that information is accessible today. So if you want to learn something, you just need 1, an internet connection, and 2, the braveness to leave the cave, challenge your assumptions, and embrace the scary truth of knowledge.